then I'm gonna really beat your ass because like that's me.
That's
like,
a good thing to know.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If I'm mad at you and tears come out, and bro, you like I'm gonna start seeing red, and you're never gonna be able to get my ass off of you. Cause that's how I am. Yeah, like I mean, every woman has their crazy. So that's my crazy.
That's a great statement.
But you know, I figured out that I'm a more mental patient when I drink tequila and shit than I am when I drink.
Why your side mouth went up? That's funny.
No, like with
because I don't have a preference. Like I can drink anything.
Oh yeah, I'm a, see that's
That
when
white
they.
liquid.
That's when they call you an alcoholic because you could drink anything. I can drink anything.
The doctor told me I
They
wasn't.
call you an alcoholic because you can drink anything?
Yeah, but that's what the like not the white people who try to take your money. Those the type of people they call you alcoholic.
I would thought like what makes you alcoholic is if you constantly doing horrible things while being drunk and you constantly going back to being
Apparently, if you enjoy, if I drink every day, it makes me an alcoholic. Not that I'm driving drunk or I'm crazy.
That's what they're gonna tell her. Like basically, she's an alcoholic because you have to go and take these stupid ass classes that Georgia has set up to tell you that to take your money and tell you that you're an alcoholic because you like to socially drink or you have to have when you winding down you have a drink. That's not
whining.
Yeah, that's usual.
Yeah,
to
but
me.
there's words, right, for them, like you said, to take your money. There's words. I literally had to talk to a man for 15 minutes, spend $150 for him to tell me that I don't have problems. I know I don't have problems. I just like to drink alcohol, which is fine because why? It's legal. I'm not smoking crack, cocaine, heroin. But everybody drinks alcohol. But it was questioning. They were asking me like, "Are you a normal drinker? What is that? What is normal?"
Because they look at it, they break it down to where they say, okay, well you can have a drink a day. Or you can have like 3 shots. It's the way you're gonna hear it. The way they break that shit down.
If you need something, that's where things get real. Like if you need something in order to function, then I will understand that. But they always trying to diagnose people, and then that makes them uneasy. Then they drink more. But to be honest, most alcoholics is when like you need it to function. Like if you don't have a shot, you like, hey, you quiet today.
Right. So would you necessarily say it's an alcoholic, or you have like an addictive personality? Because okay, for instance, I used to smoke weed a whole lot, like all the time, a whole lot. Mm-hmm. And then when the people with the money took my weed ability to tell, oh, you can't smoke, or if you smoke, you're going back to jail or some wild shit like that. That's how I look at it, like it's an addictive personality. So when I stopped smoking, I picked up drinking. Or then I picked up like smoking cigarettes because I felt like I needed something in my mouth because I was smoking up weed all the time. Then I picked up drinking and I started getting in trouble for drinking.
You get so
an addictive personality.
Yeah,
that's why I look at it.
Yes. Now, that's a great point.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. I have an addictive personality because I look at it like it's something like I could drop drinking right now, but as long as I'm smoking my weed, I'm fine. Like, because that's my thing. I'm a weed smoker. I love to smoke.
But like, here's the scary part about having an addictive personality. It's not really just the addictive personality. It's most people who is great at being consistent at something. So if you've been at being consistent at something, that means that you're probably gonna smoke it this time, drink it this time. Like you're doing something consistently. Mm-hmm. You work the same job. You know, like you're a consistent person. So.
But then you have to think about it again. Going back to those classes, they're gonna tell you, oh well, it's hereditary. It's like they're gonna say, okay, well your parents, because it's stupid to me. Like that's what I saw, yeah. But it's up to me if I want to pick it up or put it down. My dad had 7 kids. My dad was an alcoholic. He was a big alcoholic. But I'm the oldest of 7. So I've seen what that motherfucker can do, like what he does and when he's drinking, when he's not drinking. I see it, whatever. But I don't think I'm an alcoholic because of him. I like drinking. It's fun. I like doing it. Like I said, I can wind down if I work a 9 to 5. I'm a single parent. Mm-hmm. If I'm working and doing everything, then I feel like I deserve a drink. Or I deserve to go out here and smoke my weed, do whatever I want to do because that's what I want to do. Like Americans should have to tell people, oh, like it's a law.
Like you said, a diagnosis. Like you shouldn't tell me because my dad's the same way. My dad's an alcoholic, but I like to drink. Like I feel like I prefer to drink than more smoke. Like that's just I'm a social smoker. Like I'll smoke if people are like, oh, let's smoke together, whatever. But I'd rather drink than smoke. But I don't also believe like I'm an alcoholic because I like to drink. Like if
that's what I tell
I don't think it's a problem. But like because like as you said, like it's a choice for me. Like I don't have to drink for a month straight, but I want to drink for a month straight.
You're not gonna be like
no,
crazy.
It's not gonna be crazy. But anyways, y'all. So I have the first thing today is about your significant other. So they forgot you due to an accident. Wait, no, this is different than what you think. It's not the normal.
He go to sleep like
Look, no, we're gonna ask him first. significant other forgot you, would you have them, you know, what would you do to make them remember you?
If they forgot you?
Yeah, like with the accident, old age, you know, like some people get dementia, some people get into a car accident, and you know what I'm saying? Would you, you know what I'm saying? What would you do? Would you help them remember you?
I would try.
But what would you do? Like, how would you?
I don't know. I guess dig into like significant past situations or stuff that she used to like or whatever. Like I'll keep trying to rekindle, like try to make it come back alive.
Would you have a time frame or it's like, nah?
Hell yeah, I got a time frame. No, I'm just I mean, eventually you gonna be like, look, this shit ain't working, but I mean, I'm gonna try for real.
Well, you're a heartless person. So what about you?
Damn, bro. I don't. How do I go off that after
she didn't even blink when she said it.
You're a heartless person.
I went over my life like.
How am I supposed to follow that?
Very carefully, right?
I don't know. I know, right? If my wife, you know, Lord forbid, I'm sorry, I said Lord forgive. Forget what? Get into accident. Well, the question is what I want.
So no. Oh.
No. I give her like a good 2 weeks of being like, I am your cousin.
Yeah.
This is not a stripper. She's a nurse. No, I'm joking. Honestly, man, and
No, but that's for real though. Like, would you give her true information, false information? That is really all of it.
I would definitely give her false information.
First,
What am I, God? I'm not honest. I'm a human.
What the fuck?
That's a delete button. We all would. Come on now. We're not gonna remember. We're not gonna be there like, remember, you know that I'm toxic and emotional. No, I'm gonna be like, I'm your best friend.
I am your
and I
dream
told
man.
you these 3 bitches wasn't your friends. But
I am perfect in every way.
Exactly. We're not. But honestly, to answer your question, I know my wife, and I probably would just kind of take my time and do everything that I did to get her anyway, because I feel like she's uniquely for me.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying a soulmate type thing, but I feel like she's uniquely crafted for me.
Yours.
So I can kind of, do that. I can get her food, that I know that she likes, and start it back over. After 2 weeks of playing like she don't know.
And she
2 weeks
up
though?
and punch you. No, because there are people literally they've like
That song that you
they
knock
have
out.
woke up and they married to a new motherfucker. It's only been like 2 years. Like they have a whole new life, and this person is great. Like, so that's how men are heartless.
No,
And they are quick
Is
to.
that the conclusion?
I don't think so.
But-
No.
That's not easy.
Oh, now you have something to say.
Because that's not easy. Like, even though you might not get her to remember, right?
Yeah.
It still bothers you. Like, damn, you don't remember shit.
But
All the money and
But is there a time frame though, like to get over your significant other? Like if they pass, like just stuff like this.
They
Wait,
pass
I want to
away,
hear
yeah.
yours before we get to this other one. But
Oh,
what
pass
is
away.
your?
I want to know what a women's
See,
gonna
I don't
say.
have I don't have one of those, but
But
if I did, like, if I did though, I would basically, because I thought about this topic when you sent it to me. I was like, how would I do that? But I watch a lot of movies. And the movie that came to mind was 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler. So, but he did basically every day. He went back and had the newspaper routed, like everything, so that girl can remember their date or whatever. So he actually did everything, and it came back to her. So I mean, I would do that because I do. If I'm going to be with somebody and I actually feel like that's my person, then I'm going to try to do whatever to make them remember me, because it's like that's my person. But if it's just some random nigga, like, no, I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just going to be like, okay, well,
Yeah.
it was great. I'm not gonna, if we're not married or anything like that, then I'm not gonna do it.
Because I feel like when you have a person, I feel like if you guys really love each other, it should be restart. Like
It do that.
it will redo. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have an attraction to somebody that's genuine, or you love somebody genuinely, something horrible like that happened, I think eventually you could just start that relationship because you'll naturally gravitate to the same person.
To me, you have to look at it like, okay, you're married, so therefore you're gonna stay married for however long or whatever, to death do us part. That's how y'all did it or whatever. But I look at it like that, like marriage, you've been with this person forever. You have to rekindle the flame, like you gotta keep it there because you have to do different stuff to make your person still want you. Not necessarily they're gonna stop wanting you. You still have to do more stuff to say, okay, well, we say for instance, okay, you and Eli like to do whatever. you gotta keep like that's not necessarily doing it, but like try to change it up.
Right. So you
Wear a wig. Do some
Right.
foreplay.
Wear-
whatever.
10 different
Wear a
shit in
wig.
one
I mean,
day.
that's what I feel like.
You got braids, you got long hair, you got short
keep
hair.
it
you
up
got-
so he can keep them interested or whatever. Like, because most girls are like, oh well, we want to have a threesome, but having a threesome with a man don't necessarily keep a man.
That's really a good point.
If they don't,
There's
like,
some people that really do
they
think that
don't.
though.
You gotta do shit though to keep your man like, oh shit, I wonder what she gonna do tomorrow or next week. How often y'all have sex? I don't know. Like, you have to keep it interesting so that man won't go out and wonder.
It doesn't matter.
This is the thing. Because this is the thing, right? It's like when you meet a person, do y'all believe like this? Like people talking about sparks and initial attraction and all that, right?
Yes, you do. Because within meeting a person, like friendships or
Right.
relationships, you still know
There's
what the hell's
some
going on within like
connect-
5
yes.
minutes. Like, if
Yes.
I want to fuck with you or not fuck with you.
Right. So after you said you're gonna marry somebody, how you?
But I think where I'm at is, if, let's just be honest. Is there anything in the relationship that you done that you wish you would have known? Like, it's not a mistake. Like, it's a mistake in a life for me and I'm a better person. It's not one of those. It's a, I hate that I did that.
Okay, so no. So that's
Okay.
not okay. So this is
Okay? That's what I'm saying.
Talking about
That's what I'm saying. Is there a mistake that you just straight regret and you said there's not a mistake?
There's plenty of mistakes.
Yeah.
There's plenty.
We
No,
all-
but
That's
you
what I'm
don't have
saying.
to. So I
So there's plenty of mistakes that we regret.
Right.
So I'm saying if I had
the opportunity.
the
to-
opportunity to delete those, I would. And
So what
for
if that
2
was
weeks,
significant to the memory though?
that's a great
But those mistakes made you who you are today.
That's why I said it's certain mistakes does, and there's certain mistakes they just were mistakes. And I think that's just life. Like there's certain things that build you, and there was certain mistakes that you shouldn't have made. Like God
Yeah,
was
but
like,
would you do
"No."
it? Would you do it again?
Don't say it's certain mistakes that it builds you, and there's certain mistakes that you knew you shouldn't have did. Like
Yeah, but
it didn't
those
do.
ones that you knew, would you do them again?
Not if they didn't do anything.
Did you learn anything from them?
No, okay, like again, there's certain mistakes that you made it and it builds you. Like I believe I'm answering it. That you made them and it builds you. It built character. Then there's certain mistakes that they was just a mistake. That was just you making the same mistake for the millionth time.
But did you learn anything?
Bro, I just answered it.
No!
You're not.
If
What am I
you
missing?
make the same mistake over and over, you have to learn something from it. You
From
keep
it.
doing it
Because
over
that
and over and
pertains
over
to the
again.
You don't
yeah.
learn nothing.
Okay,
You have to, so you
okay, so these are different like type of mistakes. You have mistakes that you only learned something because you got caught. But you was
No.
but you hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
There's things that you, like you can make a mistake and you like, damn, I did it and I fucked up. This make me want to be a better man or a better woman. Then there's certain mistakes you did and you was cool with the mistake until you got caught. And I'm not even talking about relationship. I'm just talking about period. Like there's people that do stuff and they just was doing it. It wasn't a mistake to them until somebody revealed that.
until you actually get caught.
Exactly. So I'm saying that's one of them things that you just did it because it was your person. So it didn't make or break you until somebody made you see you're wrong.
So, but I'm asking. So, okay,
Gotcha.
you know it's a mistake,
Mm-hmm.
and let's say you don't get caught, but you said you know it's a mistake.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything?
It
from that
depends.
mistake?
But he's saying it's situational. Like depending
Yeah.
on what he did, it depends on that thing for him to.
But
learn
when you
from
call it a
or not.
mistake, that means you already acknowledging
It was
you
wrong.
did it.
that
Yeah.
it's
fucked
yeah,
up.
Yeah,
you did
but it's fucked up.
Yeah, but do you think
So
that-
I'm asking.
But you're a fucked up person.
If you didn't learn nothing from
You
it,
gonna
Yeah.
continue
because
being
you
a
don't gotta
person.
get
But if
caught
you
to
keep
learn.
doing it, well, it's like scammers. There's certain people that just did it one time, got caught, and boom.
They done
Oh
it.
man, it's the worst thing I ever did in my life. That's something that they was doing it for years, and then they go to jail, and then they like, you know, I got
say
caught.
jail.
Yeah, so I'm saying like
That's how you have to do it, though.
you
Like,
got punished.
See, I understand what you're saying. So,
Yeah.
like with situations that I've been through, I've done a lot of stuff in my life. Because, I mean, I'm a hustler. I'm going to go do what I got to do to get what I got. So, I mean, at the end of the day, like, being a hustler is different. But like you said, with scammers, I used to do wild stuff back in the day. I've done some crazy stuff. But at the end of the day, until I got caught, and I was like, man, I got caught with this. Like, this, really?
That's
This
what
is
I
where
mean.
got caught from. And it really pissed me off. And I was like, Lord, because I am a strong believer in God. And I was like, Lord, look, this is what you're trying to do? Like, because I done did some crazy stuff, but then all of a sudden you get caught with the minor things, but you be so grateful that it's the minor stuff that you got caught with.
Yeah.
But
That's
so
how
that
I
you
look at
learn though. That's what he's saying.
Yeah,
That's
but,
what-
okay, so I'm telling you, for my thing right now, I've learned, but I learned from my mistakes, and I know how to make this shit be better. That's how I look at it. I'm
But
sorry.
you learned something.
I did. I learned something. Like, nigga, I'm never gonna get caught
But
in
you-
that situation again. But I'm gonna
That's what I'm
keep
saying.
doing this shit though.
But that's
so
still
that's
a
what his
lesson,
point is. It's a lesson, but it's not a lesson.
The lesson is I'm just not gonna get caught. Okay.
So then you
No,
can
that's
spend
not
one
the
lesson
lesson.
though.
See, that's what
No,
I'm
I
saying.
agree with that.
Okay, look.
I
so,
agree with that
Like you
statement.
said, you did shit. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I can contest. I've done a lot of shit and didn't get caught for it.
Yeah.
But I learned my lesson from watching other people get caught and like go to jail or
But you
die
know, but-
or whatever. But I learned from it was my same shit. I
Yeah.
just didn't get caught. But I learned watching this man.
Did you
He
continue
sold
to
one
do
too
so?
many, or he stayed in the spot way too long, or he didn't move right. And I learned like,
Continue
okay,
to do it?
damn.
But that's what I'm saying. Did you continue? to
No,
do
I
so?
didn't.
Oh, so you
That's what I'm
stopped.
saying. I learned like, oh shit, that's they on that now. Let me change it up. Let me switch it up. Do something else.
Oh, see,
That's-
no.
I think the
But
difference though is like you said you did learn from it. You
Yeah.
guys are more like if you didn't get caught, you would have continued doing
And you
it.
would've
So it's not a
continued
lesson,
doing it.
though. So this just
So it's
means-
like, yeah.
yeah. So then that's really what it is. It wasn't a lesson because they still would do it if
Oh, so we just
I
think
just do
different.
it.
yeah.
Cool.
No,
We actually agree.
I understand you. But
I totally
think
agree
that-
with you.
It's-
I'm just saying
yeah.
there's certain things that people do,
It is certain.
and they
stuff
will
that
probably continue doing them if no one ever stopped them.
But not.
Yeah.
But it depends.
I
on
didn't
the
say everybody.
It's just a
situation.
situation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't say everybody or
No, no,
everything,
no, no,
but
you-
there's certain there's certain things that you may did in your relationship that you probably didn't see it was bad and it did some harm. But it was like, damn, bro, I would have kept doing it. Like, and it's not,
Oh,
it's
no,
not
no, it's
cheating
just
or
any
anything.
situation.
Yeah, it's anything.
So, so back to the main question. So, would you remind the person that was that what you were saying? Like, would you not remind them of
And I was
those
saying that I was in the middle of that.
things? No.
No, I was in the. No, I'm saying that question. I'm in the middle.
Oh.
That's
oh,
what I'm saying.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
You don't know.
I don't know if I would want to revisit this shit that you feel what
That
I'm
you've
saying?
done and
Like my
go to
human
it back-
side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just want to
If you have
delete
to
it.
delete it,
If you
okay.
have to, though.
I mean, they don't. You might as well give them all the good stuff.
Because it could.
So you
no,
agree?
no,
No, I'm saying no.
You do agree with me.
No.
Okay.
We talking about. She talking about if the spouse don't remember you.
Yeah. Yes.
And you said the same thing I said as far as try to like help them remember stuff by stuff you did in the past and
Facts,
stuff like
facts.
that. But what I was saying is, why would you give them the bad stuff? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why
Yeah.
not just make it good? You know what I'm saying? Why
That
would
was
you
the
sit here and
point.
say, yeah, back in 1927,
That's what I was saying.
I actually did this bullshit, and you found that bullshit, and I felt
So
very
we
bad about it.
agree, face.
Like, no, that's not the same thing.
It's the same thing.
She talking about memory loss.
No, I'm
Like,
talking
you
about
trying to
my
bring-
point was that.
Yeah,
Why would I
y'all
bring
kinda
up
agree, 'cause-
my bad point?
Oh,
I
but that
want to
was never
forget
the
it.
question.
No, it wasn't. But that was what I was
That's
saying.
what I was
That's what
saying.
he was saying. He was saying that he
Oh.
would omit and rewrite it
We agree.
instead of telling the whole part. And I was
Yeah, I
the one
wouldn't tell the
saying
negative.
that I would tell the whole story because that one bad thing could be what connects.
And she said that's
all
why
the
we
good
heartless.
things.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
That's heartless. That's heartless.
heartless.
That's heartless.
But
No,
tell
it's
them
hard
everything
that
that
you-
happened.
Because they good right now. Like, you good.
Clean
They
slate.
You back from to the beginning.
That's a lie.
But still, though, but at
You're
the end of the
lying.
day,
It's not a lie.
Bro, that is brain.
I like this hand thing she do and she emphasized the words. That was a lie.
So you gonna give me the neck? Nah.
So look. So it's basically telling you half the colors. There's red, green, yellow, but let's omit the blue because we don't want to talk about the blue.
But
Like that shit
So you
exists.
gonna run your relationship into a wall?
No,
That's
but
not
say
right.
okay.
Well,
So
that's what she said. It's like basically you're back, like how you went, how this person built to this, how y'all got to your
Yes.
situation. You had to go
Every
back.
detail
Everything's
matters.
not good.
I
no.
don't know.
And because say this right. Say somebody was in a group with y'all that was there when that happened, and y'all talking about something.
And then they
They
say,
gotta
oh,
go.
no,
She was dumb and she the one with the memory loss. Like that
Listen,
ain't
if
even
she got
right.
memory loss,
Why you
old
got
friends
people
ain't
around you talking about
I'm
shit like
deleting
that?
mama,
You
daddy,
back
cousins. If she don't remember nothing, we moving. I'm job. I
Why is
quit.
they around talking about bullshit like that? I don't
What?
want those friends.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
It's giving controlling.
No.
No.
Listen.
Because you're gonna run your relationship into a wall for
Because
no
of the
reason.
facts.
God let this happen.
Let's say, okay.
Oh, damn.
So you feel like basically like God let this shit happen.
He said it's
your
his
whole
first start.
A lot of that shit was y'all dealt with it. Is like, you know what I mean?
Okay, but what?
You
So no.
moved
So
on,
I
it's
think. Okay, so this was the thing, right? It's not meaning like you telling, hey, August 1st I did this to you, August 5th I can. No, it's more so like there are important parts of whatever was wrong that is necessary for the full story, because every relationship is not perfect. So for you to tell her, I met you on July 15, 2005. I saw you at the Starbucks. We walked
make future
in.
mistakes.
You know what I'm saying?
I may make future mistakes again.
But
I'm
it's
saying-
not. But it's not realistic, right? Because you're giving half memories. It's like I don't think y'all seen 50 First Dates, but it's like
I have.
you
I really
have.
haven't seen
But what
it.
I'm saying is, in that, so he tried to make sure she not that it matters if it's good or bad, whatever. It's just a factor so she could remember and be whole, because you don't know. What if she does remember partial? What if she remembers little clips, but then you telling her, oh, that
This is
didn't
what-
happen.
yeah.
Now she really thinks she's crazy.
I know. So why would I say it didn't happen? Why would I bring it up and then put a question mark?
That's what
on
I'm
it to the
saying.
lady? I just wouldn't bring it up.
We
So
are
how
agreeing.
would you admit it? Like, I'm
Because
just curious.
if I was the one that lost my memory, I don't want you to tell me the bad shit either.
Don't tell me nothing.
Don't tell me that shit, because I'm going to hold it over your head.
Exactly.
Like, I don't remember, but you
Perfectly-
said this shit, and it bothers me.
When you wake me up, tell me
This
you're rich
literally
and you're
is
the
the
greatest person in the
example
world.
of men and women totally think different.
Yes,
Like,
we do.
you really make sense to yourself right now, right?
Can you
Yeah,
watch
I
a
mean,
movie
I don't
without
want to know
bad
the
things
bad
happening?
shit. Let's
Can
move
you watch a
forward.
romantic comedy without them breaking up?
But you know,
I
at the
can,
end
but
of the
it's
day,
always
a lot
some
of stuff
bullshit.
It's always bullshit
I
regardless.
hate it because you know they're gonna get back together. They
Yeah.
put it in
That's
because
romantic
women will
comedy.
complain that it was too perfect.
Or
And I'm saying that's crazy. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Because listen, as a male, I'm like, if I can have a good relationship, I wouldn't mind just having it.
But you're living on a fantasy, like it's a bubble.
What?
That's not
It is.
realistic.
Every
Bro,
relationship is not
Why
like.
you can't have a perfect
you're not
relationship?
understanding.
You are living in a bubble because it's not a perfect
There's
relationship.
Why you can't have it?
You can have it, but I mean, at the end of the day, you're still gonna have like bad things. So you're gonna figure out, okay, well, this person don't like to argue.
You've been through all the shit, right? All the bullshit, right? Now you know, okay, communication is a big factor, right?
Mm.
So let's say you did all that shit, everything you could say, and now you at the point that you both have matured and can communicate. You telling me you can't have a perfect relationship? I mean,
But
you want to say
learn
nothing is
each
perfect,
other, though.
but you saying you can't have a perfect
But
relationship?
yeah, but you learn each other. But then it
Right.
has to go back to like the smallest little thing. This could be the smallest thing, like a man not leaving the toilet seat up or something like. It's something small can spark a argument out of anywhere because you don't know what the hell that woman's going through that day. Because women are hormonal. They're very hormonal. Like they go through a lot of shit coming from a woman. So it's just like at the end of the day, you have to understand. Yeah, we understand each other. We've matured. Yeah, you might have been with your wife for like 10+ years. You know how she gonna work. You know the smallest thing will piss her off. You know that already.
Love is unfair
Yeah, but
though.
It is. So that's what I'm saying. So what you just said, love is unfair. So therefore, at the end of the day, you still have small detail, like little, not necessarily like problems, but it's like those little small things that you go through in a relationship. Period. Like you have.
But it's any type of
But I,
relationship.
I feel like those
friendship.
things don't.
They don't matter.
They don't
like
affect.
this.
Yeah, they don't
relationship.
affect the perfect relationship. It's just
You're gonna have those
Yeah,
little things
yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah.
It's like, cause, excuse me, I was with this guy for 6 years, 6+ years. I was 18 all the way up to in my 20s, my early 20s. We were together. We learned each other. I knew what he liked. Basically, he took care of me, and he wanted me to come home basically from college because I was in college at the time, and then he wants me to come home and fix the house up, make sure his house was clean, he had food on the table, and his blunts was rolled. That's all he cared about. He didn't give a fuck about nothing else.
Why didn't y'all stay together?
Because, well, we don't get into
Well,
why.
that's something different.
But it was something different. But like I'm an independent woman. I took over the fact that I have to do something by myself instead of having a man sit there and just take care of me. I'm not one of those type of women.
Gotcha.
And that's how it started. Like that's all he wanted to do, and I couldn't do that. I mean, I did everything. I had his food. I had his he'll come in the house, take everything off in the front door. I'll pick it up, take it to the laundry room. I was like that. Yeah, I was really nice.
So we see that relationships gonna have its problems, even if it begins perfectly.
Yeah, it can still
So
be perfect.
what? So what we're saying is, why do I need to mess it up with the past when I know the future is gonna naturally give us hurdles anyway?
But you still have to show her, like, okay, well, these are the hurdles that we went to get to this point right here today. So that's why I feel what Samara's coming from. She's basically saying, like, you have to show this person, this is why we are who we are today. This is why, because we went through X, Y, and Z to get to this point right here. That's how I look at it.
But because you have to look at it, your mother and your father's relationship, your friendships wise, just it's not even just relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, wife and husband. Any relationship is not perfect. Your friendship, you've argued with your homeboy, your girl, your friend, whatever. No relationship is perfect. So to tell a person who's clearly has some sort of brain damage for whatever accident or they have Alzheimer's, it's not
perfect.
fair. Like it's just not fair
That's
to
a
do
good
so.
point.
You know what
That's
I'm
a
saying?
great
Because
point.
she's trusting you. Because why? You're her husband. You're her significant other.
This is
That
what we went
said,
through
you'll
already.
be together.
But you know, most
And-
people.
Just because I said perfect don't mean you don't have little.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't
you
have
have to- you
hurdles.
have to-
That
But
doesn't
you-
fuck your relationship up. It's
Most
not.
people-
It's not supposed to, though.
Most people are too, like, most people in the present day are too traumatized by the past anyway.
Yeah.
So if we're blessed to forget the past, baby, let's forget it. The future gonna come with BS
But that goes
anyway.
back within the
Remind me.
person. The person, if they can't forget the past and move on, that's that person. That's their fault.
Yeah,
I
but the
get
thing
you.
is though, how
They forgot
fair?
already.
I get you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
but
forgot already. That was blessed.
No, but
That person though, if you can't, if you're in a relationship with somebody and okay, and you lied to me, I tell you I don't like liars. You lied to me, but if I want to actually be with you and continue this relationship, then I'm gonna find a way to get over that. But if you do it again, I'll be like, bro, didn't I tell you this?
I so agree with, bro. You haven't said one thing that I was like, no, I agree with everything
Like,
you
that's all it
said.
is. It's like,
But I'm saying it haven't been like even a friend that you like, you be around and you like, darn, bro, like you just make me feel so cool. I wish I could be cool with you, but I remember the type of nigga you showed me you was in the
not even the
past.
type of nigga that you
What
are.
if I forgot it? I can just enjoy this moment.
Can't, though.
yeah, but then you're gonna forget that nigga could be sneaky a couple of months later.
That's
so
a good
that-
point. I don't deny the point.
So that's the thing though. So like, okay, I have this guy friend. Samara's met him, but I have this guy friend, and I love everything. He's crazy, and like we go out, we have a great time. If I hang out with this nigga, I know I'm gonna have a good time with this nigga. But at the end of the day, we're gonna always get kicked out of some shit. Some crazy shit gonna happen. We're gonna be out all night. So it's like I can hang out with him, but I know I'm gonna like the all night part because he's gonna get me fucked up and do all the whatever we do. And then it's like I know after we have fun, it's gonna be some bullshit coming behind it. So you have to be prepared for that bullshit that's coming behind it because you have to know that person. So you, like, if I die and he comes back up, not die, but be on my little, you know what she was talking
Then
about.
if he
building
died,
a
come
bit-
back, but we got other problems.
Hey, but if I be, you know what I mean? But
The past is past.
if I sat there and I didn't know what the fuck is going on, like, and he comes like, hey, I'm this good ass nigga. Nigga, no, you're not. Because when I go hang out with you, I'm mad as fuck. Like, you didn't tell me this shit.
And that's what I'm saying because some people remember.
Yeah.
So what if she wake up? Now you a liar. That's a whole other issue, right?
What did I lie at?
Because bro,
Because once she come back, you have
half
a
of the
memory, but
story
everything's
is
coming
a
back.
lie.
I didn't give half the story.
Okay.
It's not a lie.
Listen, oh my god, that is another
Okay, so listen, if we're telling a movie, if we're making a movie and we left a part out, that's not a lie. That's manipulation. That's not a
So
lie.
you're admitting to be a
Little
manipulator,
white lies.
correct?
Humans
you
are
just-
manipulative.
no, but you just
But I'm
said
saying
it. No,
all
no,
humans
but-
are like. Let's understand that all humans are
Which is
manipulative.
fine.
In their
But
own
you're-
way, though.
Huh?
In their own
In their own way.
But what I'm saying is though, but you're saying though, right? That's what you would choose to be when your
If she
significant
don't remember
other.
nothing, yes, I'm manipulating her to relationship.
So when
that I
she
wanted
comes
at
back,
home.
okay, what she said, okay, I remember this stuff, and
Don't
you
be
lied
shocked
about this,
if
and
you
you lied
want
about
to
this,
see-
and you lied about that. What you gonna do?
That's all I'm
Oh, you're fine. I'm sorry. I
Say
know.
what?
No.
So I'm saying that. So if you on your bed or whatever, and you can't remember shit, then all of a sudden you start remembering, and the significant other be like, "Bitch, you lied to me about
Yeah,
everything."
then what do you do
What
then?
you gonna do?
Hold
Oh,
on,
he already
so-
said he's a
But
manipulator.
so-
That's why I'm saying.
why y'all so negative?
So if I don't remember-
understand.
Okay,
I don't
so you say
understand.
for instance, you don't remember. I'm your significant other, and I come and say, "Okay, well, I did this,
Oh,
but
God.
told you only the good parts." But then all of a sudden you remember. You be like, "Girl, you didn't tell me this."
I gotta respect your hustle. Cause I'm happy that I remember anything.
I'm
Like-
confused.
Your brain
I'm
is
confused.
literally lying.
I'm confused.
Why are you
Hey,
confused?
get some man.
This person that your significant other, right? Got in an accident, lost a memory, right?
Yeah.
Why, when they come back,
Drag the wild.
they only gonna remember the negative shit?
Why?
Why is that?
That was
a great point. When they got into the accident.
No,
Hold on,
it's not
that's
only
not. That's not what
I
I'm.
remember
That's
everything.
everything. I'm saying
That's
you
a lot
guys
of
are the only
shit.
ones that are saying negative
negative.
Look, why you
Bro, not highlighting, just
shit?
saying
Why you
everything
can't?
what
That's a
happened.
part of the whole story. Are you gonna read the beginning and the ending
Hey,
of the
and
book?
like July
It's a
9th, I
rebuilding.
broke your
It's a
heart. You
rebuilding.
cried for 7 months.
But we got back together.
And we
though.
got back together
That's
because
what-
you realized we put both our name on the lease and it was gonna be horrible to get out of it.
No, not. Oh my
But
god.
that's all she gonna remember now.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
She gonna
all
be
the
like,
flowers
but
and
ain't
all
the lease
that.
coming up, so
She's
I can
gonna be
leave,
the
right?
negative shit.
Goodness, girl, you know what?
You gonna come home, she ain't gonna
You
be
know
there.
what?
Why? Cause you told her
You
why.
know what?
You told her not to be there.
Next question.
Cool. I'm with it. Cool.
Say your next
Pull
question.
me up.
Next question.
Pull me up.
Next question.
Cool. Thank
Because
you.
this is an after the show conversation.
Cool.
It's not even connected because it's like, bro, like, we're trying to get it.
Cool.
This is not so okay, but this is in the same token. The next question is like, as a man, do you feel responsible to take care of a woman that you're sleeping with?
Of course.
Don't fall for it.
Wait, what? So you
She
feel
said-
responsible?
I don't even think one way. What you
Oh, that
mean?
nigga can't.
So you meet a girl yesterday, you paying for her bills today?
No. What the
That's
fuck?
what she means by it.
Oh,
She was
well,
slick with it, like that's why I was brush. She fine.
You funny.
She
That's
fine.
Ah, look, you don't listen.
I'm just saying, like, you know, as time go on, yeah.
Why?
That's different because as time goes
You
on,
build-
but
you
like
build
at the end
it,
of the
you
day, you
build
still have
Okay,
to.
so
get
let
it.
me,
At
okay,
first,
let me,
no.
Let me
What?
okay, let
What
me
you mean?
restart. So
Okay.
that was a story. The question from this story because this girl she brought like 18 of her homegirls to her birthday party and she asked the nigga, "You paying for her? Why you paying for all the 18 girls? He,
Oh yeah, that's
he
crazy.
one girl. He like he fucking all 18 bitches.
That
Why
sound
you
like
mad?
Atlanta to me.
So
It
I'm
is
saying you think that you're supposed to be because they believe those women they believe that you should the minute you meet her, you supposed to shine, dine, fucking cater to her and her friends.
Well, it's a new. That I guess that's the new narrative now.
That's
Okay,
a
so
new
I'm asking,
like,
what
a
would
new
you
age
do in
that-
that?
I
What would you
think
feel in that
That's what
position?
women are
What would
learning
you do?
nowadays.
Nah, I feel like if I was in that predicament, I'm like, I'm gonna take care of your bill. If they came, they should have brought money. If they ain't got no money, they not. They should
That's
have
on
been.
them.
Why I gotta pay for them?
So what if she start calling you names? Then where do you go from there?
Then she can call the air names because I'm gone. Like that's it. Like I don't owe them.
No,
I don't
because-
owe them nothing. I don't. You know.
No, because it's like right now, like though, because you know we've had guests before in the conversation. You can tell from how people what they require to be with them. So a lot of the women right now, it's like if you can't buy her this or have this or
But that's I feel like the what celebrities are teaching these girls nowadays. Like, oh well, you got to get fly me out to do this. You got to cash me. I got to do all this extra shit. Like, I don't care about none of that stuff because if you're an adult and you consider yourself grown, you should be able to take care of yourself. If you can't take care of yourself, then it's like the fuck you here for? Like, why are you on this earth? If you're an adult, then you're supposed to be able to have a job, take care of yourself, feed yourself. Like, if you have a dependent, then you especially supposed to be able to do all this shit. So, like, looking at it, like, a lot of women, they feel like, oh, well, this man's supposed to take care of me. Like, no, I want you. I don't want to need you because I don't need anything. I need myself. And that's the person who you need. Like, if I want a man, it's because I actually
it's
want
an
that man.
addition
Yes.
to your
Yes.
lifestyle. It's not like
And you have to accept my lifestyle. Like, you can't. I've had men tell me I think I'm too independent. No, motherfucker, I can take care of myself. I don't need you. I want you to be here. Like, that's the difference between me and a person. Like, that's why I'm single today because a lot of men feel like, oh well,
she has all her.
yeah,
shit
she got her
together,
shit
yeah.
together. I don't gotta be there.
Because it's a
Technically, you
control
don't.
thing though.
Yeah.
Like we had talked about this before. It's like a lot of men that be like, oh, don't worry about work. Because it's a different situation. Like if you just had a kid and it's like, okay, I'm gonna work and da da da. But if you meet me and I already taking care of my own shit, I'm paying for my own car, I'm paying for my apartment, whatever. And you meet me and then you're trying to take away. Like I have people that I know that be like, oh, I have to make sure I check in to do this, or I have to make sure I check in to use this card. I mean.
No, I don't
Like
have to do.
it,
I don't
you
want
know what I'm
none of
saying?
that stuff, no.
It shouldn't be like a control thing because some men it's not genuine. It's a control thing because they know you can't go nowhere.
Yeah,
So-
without him.
Or yeah,
Yeah, that's how they look at it. Like, oh, you
Yeah,
can't do
all
shit without
men
me.
need to, like, all men have to be in control. The difference is alpha men. I hate doing the alpha thing, but they don't have to control their wife. So that's the difference. But every man have to be in control. But the ones that can't control themselves, they have to try to
can
control
you
their wife.
explain that? Like in a sense, what were you gonna say?
I just wanted to like get some, cause like it's two different mind frames. So you got the woman that do feel like that, like yo, you with me, Like that was it from the beginning. Like if a dude want to talk to me, he gotta spin this, spin that, boom, boom, boom. I get it. Then you got the woman that's independent. Now, truth be told, the type of person I am, the independent woman, I would want to do more for, cause you didn't come like, give me. That's annoying. But on the flip side, there is a whole. I found that there's a whole nother type of man out there I didn't know about that actually. That's his approach. Yo, I got the money. Like, come get this money. Come get it.
You got $20 for some gas.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Niggas like that though.
Hey,
it's Atlanta.
Hey, and like back to the question. One thing that I don't hear nobody talk about is the dude. Like somewhere down the line, he manipulated his stance on this subject because women. That's some stupid women.
Yeah.
But if you understand strip clubs is all about this woman ability to eyeball a person before she talk to them. Mm-hmm. So that means a woman have the ability to look at a man, approach them, talk to them, and see what they can get out of them. Mm-hmm. So if you put something in this contract that let her believe that you paying for her and whoever, well, it's not all her fault. The fact that you stood right there while somebody filmed you, she know. It's certain things I don't even argue with. I'm gonna look at you like, oh, that's what you're doing. A camera wouldn't even got me.
That's what I'm saying.
It would have been her talking.
Cool.
Wait,
cool.
come back.
Cool.
If we wouldn't even been outside, so obviously we know she was stupid, but she wasn't stupid alone. He have done something to make his place in the problem come off like he got it. That's certain women that they do require you to do this. But that's a man that can come to them and say, like, look, man, I got it, but I ain't giving it like that. Mm-hmm. And guess what? That's certain women that's gonna comply to it. Like, okay, cool.
She should respect that more because at the end of the day, because if he's at home taking care, I'm a single parent, so if I have a man and he's taking care of home, I don't need him to do that shit. But if he's taking care of home at the end of the day, I'm fine. You don't have to go out and ball out on my friends because I don't give a fuck if they eat or not. I mean, I love my friends, but at the end of the day, like if you coming out, like you better be able to take care of yourself because you're a grown woman. Like don't expect for my man to sit up here and take care of you. That's my man. Like it's mine. That's a big capital letter. It's mine. So therefore, he not yours and everybody else's too. Like I don't want my man to sit out here and pay for everybody. Yeah, if he's gonna do it, then fine, that's great. But don't expect for him to take care of you every fucking time.
I think it's like people are mistaking like kindness for like a requirement. Like I feel like it's been times where we've gone out and it's been like, oh, it wasn't a requirement.
Actually, we did go out. Eli paid, and I was like, oh, bro, I got the money.
It was quicker to just for us than we were doing something else, and it wasn't like a requirement. It would just happen, and it's not like. So it's a generous thing, but you're seeing nowadays it's more like, well, if he doesn't, you a broke nigga, you this and that, bro. You don't got no money.
That goes back from like all these celebrities, like, because social media plays a big part in these kids' life nowadays. Like, social media is huge nowadays. Like, back in my day, it was MySpace. That was it. And we had MySpace and niggas talk through there.
Which was funner, if I may add.
Yeah, but I mean, it was different. But nowadays, it's like you got Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, all this shit. So it's like, it's a big platform because people want to be influencers, people want to do this, people want to do that. So these influencers are like, oh, if you don't adore you, what they call it, what's the fucking brand? I don't even know the brand because I don't wear all that stuff. So it's like that's what I look at. Like people, they look at these celebrities and think like, okay, well, this man did this for me, so I feel like he did this for his woman. But that man got fucking millions of dollars. Yo, regular nigga, regular smuggler, degular nigga, he don't have $1 million. So at the end of the day, you can't be trying to push him up.
But the thing is, though, people don't be understanding of what it was the reasoning for, right? Like, people be seeing, like, this man just bought this bitch a car, he got her flowers, or you don't know the outside of what the cause of that. You don't know if they got that together. You don't know if he did some shit wrong and this is a gift to her, or you don't really like know. Like me, I'm one of those. I'm never envious. I don't look at somebody and be like, I want that, because I have no idea what your story is.
You never know what the hell they're doing right now behind story.
But like you said, like social
media,
and it's like social media really does play a part because you see men like they're buying, but the thing is y'all don't know they don't know they writing that shit on their taxes. They gotta buy a certain amount of cars in a year because or else they gotta pay that shit to the whatever
or it
get taken. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. People, like, I think a lot of the issue is people scroll all day.
And
they're like, oh, I wish I had that old scroll all day. I wish this man treated me like this. And also,
but
the other thing is, you shouldn't want that.
It's the person.
It's, and so it just has to do. But like what you were saying about a woman looking at a man and seeing what he can offer, I seen something about like men. It was saying that like men can look at a woman and know if there's like lengthy situation with them or if it's just an in and out situation.
Because like I said, it goes back to if I meet you, it says, okay, within those 5 minutes of me meeting you, I know if I really want to do some shit with you, like be with you, friendship or relationship, I know like what I want from you. Like how men say, oh, well, I want to fuck this girl. Women know if I see you, ooh, I want to fuck you. Women know that already because of the simple fact that it's their mindset. Like women fuck who they want to fuck and they do whatever to the other man, whatever they want to do to him. That's how.
Okay, but how do y'all know, right? Which woman is fuckable and which bitch is like saying, you have to take me on 5 dates. Like, how do y'all know the difference between the two?
It's like the women. Like, it depends what that man want.
No, I've been finessed. Niggas look one way and they not who they are. So I can't. I can't say.
Wait, what?
Like niggas act like what you said in the past. Niggas really act like they got money on Monday.
Wait, yes,
it's the same thing. But you said women can tell. So I'm saying that's not necessarily true.
Wait, what was the question?
No.
What happened?
I don't know if you were saying that from me or from her, but okay.
Men, because what I'm saying is
what I was saying earlier was most strip club, a woman can tell who's like if this dude basically if she can if he can give.
Yeah.
Certain niggas that be giving these strippers the penny street bills don't
have money.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's a finesse. It's a facade. It's not real.
No. All right, this is what I'm saying. A stripper can basically look at a dude and tell that she can get it out of him, not that he have it or not.
Right.
So I'm saying it's not about that you can tell if he have money. Mm-hmm. You can tell that he's gonna give it, which is different. So I'm saying I don't think nobody can tell if somebody legitly have a bag or don't. Mm-hmm. I would say that goes like mutant level, but I'm saying. Because you can't tell because some people taste level is different. Dame Dash says this all the time. You can buy a Tesla, but you can't buy taste. So that's two different things. So I'm saying that you can buy the most expensive thing, but taste and having the most expensive thing is different. So a woman can look at you and can tell that one fact that I can get something from you. Not necessarily that you have it.
But it all depends on that woman too.
Because y'all radar is off.
Yeah, but it all depends on
y'all radar is off.
So if you the woman, like how we're service. So if I see a person, if I can go down a couple sits with me, I know if they're gonna spend money or not because you can see them. If they flashy as a motherfucker, they're not gonna spend no money.
Boom! God, I just about got up. There we go.
If they flashy as fuck, they're not gonna spend money.
They not.
But then if they like just chill, calm, I've gotten like I sit up there and I talk to couples all goddamn day, and they give me $50, $100 off rip because you sat there and talked to them, and you know, like you can tell whether or not they have money, but you can tell the type of person that you're gonna have with the people when you see them. They always tell you don't judge a book by its cover, but we do it anyway.
I'm sorry, bro. I be judging the fuck out of people, and that ain't not wrong because our people do not tip.
But then though, it's like okay, I've had a black couple who came in and tipped me $100. A black couple, and there was just together 1, 2, motherfucking 3. But the thing, like I said, the black people, you have to get with them. You have to tell them, like, okay, well, look, we the same color, but at the end of the day, this is my job, and that's how you tell them it's my job.
Sam, the one thing that I would say, just quick on serving, you gotta know one thing: black people, white people, whatever. White people tip off how you make them look and percentages. Black people are emotional creatures.
You
can mess up their order. The fact that you acting like is not a problem, you lost them.
Yeah.
And that's the truth.
But
and you gotta talk to them.
So this is my thing though, right?
I love that shit.
Me, I'm the type of person, right? I treat my white, my black, my Mexican, my Asian. I treat everybody different. I've been telling you. No, listen. Excuse me, because my Latinas and I'm Mexicans and all of everybody, Hispanic, non-Hispanic, Latinos, all of
Mexicans ain't the only Spanish people out there.
Excuse me, that's why I specified. But what I'm saying is, I'm going to greet you and I'm going to speak to you. I'm going to interact with you. I'm going to find something for us to discuss in the meantime of the conversation because I'm just a talkative person. But what I have noticed, I have been serving since like I was in high school. I'm 24 years old, so it's been a minute. I guess like it's been 4 or 5 years for me serving, and I know other people have done it a long time. But what I have noticed is with the people, and I don't know if it's where I work at, is the place I worked at. I work from a bar, so I worked at a family restaurant. Is black people, they can talk to you, they will smile at you, they will order every single menu is the biggest price. It's time to tip. I can tell you it has been more not even 10% tip than it has been past that. $5-10.
You can read them and tell
I
them.
can, is what I'm saying.
You talking about off a big ticket?
Bruh,
Like, they ordering the big shit?
Yes, it's because that's how you know they have. That's how you
They're
know.
backwards,
I don't
though.
know about that.
Like,
No,
but
I
they're
have-
backwards,
they're-
because like white people, white people, it's percentage. So if the bill's up, you're good. If it's low, you're not. That's just how they are. They're gonna do the
Calculate it.
percentage. Black people, if it's up, you're not getting nothing. If he say I got the whole check, just know
You ain't finna get that shit.
you're not finna get the tip.
I don't know.
But you know, but
But no,
I
that's
telling you.
because
Hey,
y'all
this
are
is,
like,
this is 11 years of
Yeah,
service.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying.
what
I don't-
But no, I've done
I don't
everything that was
know
like
where I'm
black
from.
people. A black person has came up and told me, "Oh well, you made basically like you made it off this party," and I was like, "No, I didn't."
No, I haven't.
They really thought that.
Was the tip included in the bill?
No, it's
No.
not because
No.
that's what a lot of black people think. A lot of black people think the higher they make the bill go, your tip gonna be included.
No,
It's
I
not.
said
I
read
sat
it.
there and I wrote it down. I
They
told
don't
them like,
like
bro,
it.
I'm
That's
not
the
making
problem.
shit off of serving you. I'm basically having to pay this money back to the restaurant because you ain't tipped me shit. And they were like,
And
oh
we have to
man.
tip out for the bar. We have
You
to
have
tip
to-
out
but
to the food.
they-
But
fight
that's
over
what
the
I'm
check.
saying. Like,
Yeah.
That's what I hate when they fight over the
Faith,
check.
you
I put
you
it
guys
down.
aren't like that. Neither is Eli. Eli over tips because he knows that I only
It's
make
hard.
like $2.13 whatever an hour. When he goes, he over tips because
But he
he
knows
knows
how
that
to
y'all.
tip people,
Yeah,
though.
but what I'm saying is the thing that I don't understand.